to today's game of old school Dungeons and Dragons. For some of us, it's already Christmas, so Merry Christmas. And I see that we have a new player, so welcome to the group. Is it Mage, or do you have a first name you go by? Awesome. Mage, do you have a normal name you go by, or do you have a first name or last name that you would prefer? Alright, well, we also have some players returning who haven't been here for a while, so welcome back to Soza, and of course welcome back Ethan and Seasons. I have been playing frequently, so thank you for joining another game today. Is Awesome Mage playing with us, or is he just AFK?
Yeah, I'm gonna play. Are you there, Awesome Mage? Crap. You good? I heard him speak.
Is this your friend, Ethan?
No, I did not invite him.
Okay.
He's some person I don't know.
I don't know him either.
Probably some random that has found this server. But
alright.
looks like he has problems with hearing us. That's what it seems like.
Are you playing with us today? If you are, you need to speak.
Oh, he cannot hear us. He just typed that in chat.
Yeah, it looks like there's problem. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It will. Can you hear us, Awesome Mage?
I can hear you.
Alright. You will need to speak if you want to play this game. I'm sure you
Okay.
know that. Do you have another name you go by? Like a first name?
My name's Ross.
Ross. Okay. My name's Ekin. I'm the Dungeon Master here. So, nice to meet you.
Or, nice to meet you.
Is it ROSS?
That is correct.
Alright, thank you. Alright.
On top.
And we are playing old school D&D today. I know you're new to this group, so we'll teach you how we do things here, and then after that we'll get everyone ready to play. So
Okay.
before we do start, do you have any immediate questions or concerns?
No, not yet.
Okay, just let me know. Alright, so in our game of old school Dungeons and Dragons, our games are, of course, tabletop role-playing games, and they're all about, of course, telling stories of adventurers who go out to hunt monsters and treasures for gold and glory in the medieval world of Dungeons and Dragons. That's kind of the focus of the game, right? We'll tell the stories of all these different adventurers who party up together and go out to hunt monsters and such. And of course, in this game, you can try anything you want. In the end, of course, we're just trying to tell a story of how your character, of course, lived their life and died as an adventurer, maybe retire as well. So that's it.
Okay.
To play it is very simple. The game always, of course, starts out with the Dungeon Master describing to you the situation the group is in, and from there, every player will have a chance or a turn to choose what they'll do, what they'll have the character do, and then the last step, of course, is we'll roll any dice if necessary to determine the results of your actions. That's it. And now, before you can play, of course, you need to get ready, and the only thing you need to get ready is a character, of course, pretty much. So we'll do that next. Do you have any questions about what we're doing here how we play it or anything else before we start character creation?
Nope, no, I do not.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. Alright, so we're now going to start creating characters. We'll go down the list. We'll just take turns. Should be enough. Alright. We'll start with Ethan. So, Ethan, do you want to play as one of your older characters? Or would you like to roll up a new character and play as your new character?
Okay, I'm going to play. I'm gonna play. Yeah, I'm gonna roll up a new character.
Alright, go ahead.
The first roll, 10. Second roll, 9. Third roll, 7. Fourth roll, 11. Fifth roll, 9. And last but not least, 10 for charisma. This is okay character.
Alright. And what class?
Let's do fighter.
Alright. So if you can, mute yourself
Ranged.
until it's your turn. You're getting feedback. You're hot micing.
Yeah. Sawyer, mute yourself. You can hear your background. Thank you.
Thank you.
So let me roll that d8 for HP. He got 8, no one left.
Oh, the new guy
Ross.
left.
Yeah. Sounds like he's having a whole bunch of issues. Might be best for him to not be here anyways. 8 health on the d8. I've been getting lucky with health lately. This is the second time I got max health on a fighter. You good, Ross?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, let me roll my 3d6 for money. 13. Great.
Alright, what kind of gear?
First things first, Gambleson. That is 5, 8. Get him a spear. Is it possible to? Can I get a? Wait. That's all I need for now.
He has 5 coppers left. You don't want to spend it?
I said I want a sling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hire people.
Alright, well, he's got 3
Is that
left.
gonna put me at 3 left, okay. And then I'm going to try to hire some older characters. My halfling, LAFTREB, and Jen M.
Alright, now before you do that, you're done purchasing anything else for now?
I am good for now. I'm done.
Alright, well, you still need to name this character before we move on to anything else.
Oh, yes. My bad. I forgot about that. Jumped in the gun. Let me roll. Name. I always do. Second chart. 56.
Alright. Sierra Echo Echo.
You hear an echo?
No, you're good. S-E-E.
On the second chart 85.
Alright. His name is SEEVEN.
SEEVEN. That's the most normal name I have rolled so far. Must have been the seventh child or something.
Sin. So. Alright. Let's see. So who do you want to recruit? You said LAFTREB?
Yeah, LAFTREB, my halfling.
Alright.
And Jen M, my thief.
Offer accepted.
There.
After much
Yep.
consideration, he eventually accepts.
Then,
1 moment.
I want to. Oh, sorry.
Alright, who else?
And, Jen M, the thief.
Gnome declined your offer.
Damn. No one else to hire. That's unfortunate. Alright. Then I was fine with a halfling then.
Alright, good to go. Alright, next is Ross. So Ross, it's your turn now. So Ross, if you can, I don't know if you're able to, since you're having technical difficulties. However, we have a link that will take you to our simulator. Do you know if you'll be able to use it? Are you able to access a browser?
Yeah, I can use the internet. Where is the link at?
If you open the session chat, I can post a link there for you. And in order for me to admit you, make sure you use the same name you've got here. Alright, so that's the link. And I can admit you into the simulator. This goes for anyone else who's joining in today. So Kiara and Zazu, I also recommend you join our simulator. Alright, thank you, Ross. So now that you're in, if you look at the top left corner, you're going to see a dice icon. Click on that. This will open the dice tray for you. You're going to select 3 six-siders or 3 six-sided dice and roll this 6 times total. This will generate every ability score. So like this, right?
Okey-doke.
So go ahead and roll and tell me what you get, and I will record every score you get on your record sheet.
Is the okay? I was gonna ask if the purple button was the roll, but it says it. So
Nice, good job. First one, 17, nearly maximum. The highest is 18. Good. 11. Good. 3 more.
oh,
It's okay. 2 more.
2 more.
Last one. Alright. These are your
I just kept going down.
character ability scores in the listed order 3d6 down the line. Your character is very strong. He is decently smart and wise and tough. He's a little clumsy and a bit shy as well. Those are his only flaws. Low dexterity and charisma. So now the next step is you're going to choose your character's class. There are 7 to choose from. This includes cleric, fighter, magic user, thief, dwarf, elf, and halfling. Now between those classes, I will have to recommend fighter to you because you're so strong. but it's your choice. What would you prefer?
We will start with fighter.
Good choice. Alright. So now, you're gonna roll hit points. Fighters have the most, they have 1 to 8. So to generate your fighter's hit points, you roll a 8-sided die. An 8-sided die. If you look at the dice tray, you're gonna select the one that says the number 8 on it. Click that one and then click roll. So you have 2.
Oh, goody.
So
Goody.
the average fighter has 4. So you're a little weaker among fighters. It's alright. But the average man has 2. Is this Camilla again?
I guess I skipped leg day.
Yeah, possibly. Kiera, are you in the simulator or are you requesting again? I noticed there's another Camilla or Carmilla.
Yeah, sorry, I had to join on an actual browser instead of on my Discord.
I see. Okay. Let me admit this one then.
Okay, so I was not keeping track of my rolls.
No worries. So, like I told you moments ago, it's okay. But I will be recording your information on your record sheet. If you look at my screen, I've got your record pulled up here. This one's yours. So, you are a fighter with 2 hit points and a decent set of scores. The next step is to roll 3 6-sided dice to determine your starting funds. So, once again, on the dice tray, select the 6-sided die 3 times and then click roll. Nice. 12. Good. So now, you need to pick out what gear you want. You can imagine any normal medieval gear is available to you, and you're going to select the ones that you think will help you during your adventures. Naturally, your job is to be a fighter. You're going to need weapons and armor, mainly. You have 12 coppers to your name, and you already start with some gear, which is offered to you upon choosing this occupation, so your background equipment. You have a helmet and a set of clothes on, and 3d6 coins, which you already rolled, to purchase any additional gear you want to start with. So, what weapons or armor or items do you want to start with? Do you have any ideas?
I'm looking at what's like. Oh, I guess this is just armor, isn't it?
Yep, we have all the items if you need to browse through it in the listed items channel. List of items channel, the combat rules channel as well, and on the screen we even have some of the items listed as well in the post-it notes, important items there. Often purchased weapons, some armor, clothing.
Yes, if I could, can I afford a good sword and some armor?
Yeah, so a good sword will cost you around 8 coppers. That includes a sheath. And then of course, armor will cost around 5. You have 12, so you would want to get a cheaper sword, a smaller sword, so that you might get some more armor. The next best swords would be either falchions or scimitars, maybe, or not scimitars, but smaller swords such as the small sword or the short sword as well are very good and cheaper than normal swords.
Okay. Scimitar was not one of these.
I think scimitars are a little expensive. Let me double check. Yeah, scimitars are 10 coppers. So you're gonna want maybe the falchion, which is 4 coppers, or the short sword, which is 5, or the small sword, which is also 5.
I will go with the small sword.
Alright, sounds good. So a small sword is a sort of basket-hilted sword used by northwestern Europeans in medieval times. Let's see.
Can I change my answer to short sword? It looks like it's the same price, but I see a better dice.
Yeah, short sword is a bit more versatile. It's the more basic version of small swords. Let's see. They're both good. Let's see. Yeah, I believe the difference is that a small sword is more like a lighter weapon, and it's meant for fencing. I think it's faster than a short sword, but it deals less damage. Let's see.
Okay. I'm strong, so I don't need speed. So we'll go with the short sword.
Okay.
And that's all my money, right?
Well, a short sword and a sheath cost a total of 6 coppers, which leaves you with only 6 left. And you'll need some armor, like you mentioned. A gamson, which is body armor, or a shield is each 5 coppers. So between those two, would you like body armor or a shield? A shield is good against missiles.
We'll go with body armor.
Body armor, okay.
By any chance, can I pay for him to have both?
Yes, on your turn, you can pass money over. But I don't have your record pulled up yet, so we're not going to do that quite yet.
Yeah, okay,
Just
sure.
remind me when we have it open. Alright, so you've got 1 copper left over. For any additional gear you might want, you can also save it, because in this game, it costs money to live, naturally. You need to eat, you need to rest, you need to drink water, and life is not free, right? You have to work. So if you don't end up with money today, that last copper can go toward your living expenses, right? But you can also spend it, which will better possibly increase your chances of making more profit. So other things you might want to get are storage items, in your case, like a knapsack. Without any storage items, you won't be able to actually carry much loot, right? You just have your hands, basically, to carry any loot you find.
Ooh. So a knapsack is 1 copper.
Yes.
I will go with that.
Sounds good. Alright. So now we move on to the final step for you, Ross, which will be to choose your character's name. So what name would you like?
Oh, I had something written down. His name will be CILESOVOC. I will post
is that 2 different names?
Yeah, first and last name.
Alright. So for our game, how we do it here is you will only need a first name. So between those 2 names, which would you prefer?
Got it. We'll go with the last name because it's cooler. I put it in the session chat.
Okay.
So it can be Sil for short.
CILESOVOC. Okay. Alright. So good. That's a nice name. And the reason for this is because you will be playing possibly multiple different characters throughout this campaign, and any character you play has a shared history or shared memory, right, to some extent, because you're the same player, so you have the same kind of idea of what's going on. And to, of course, make that a reasonable understanding, the idea is that all your characters are of the same family or same heritage household. So your surname is actually your first name in real life. So all your characters will be known as House Ross, or they're all under the House of Ross. So it's CILESOVOC Ross, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Okay. And that's how it is for everyone else here, right? So all of Ethan's characters, for example, are of under House Ethan, or the Ethan clansmen, right? So that's just how it is here. Alright. Let's see. So next up is Soza's turn, right? So Soza, you have a character already, looks like, maybe? Jovem. So let's see if we can find it. Are you with us? Or did he go AFK, perhaps? Soza, are you with us? Alright, we'll ping him, and if he doesn't respond, we will assume he has left the game. So, let's see. But yes, to save time, I do prefer that everyone is at least ready on their turn. And if in case you don't know the turn order, it's usually down the list, right? Unless you were late. So.
Okay.
Just be ready on your turn. Saves us time. If you're not, you might get warned once, and then after that, you're gone. Right. So. Alright, we'll come back to him. If he does come back, we'll give him a chance. But if it happens again, that will be it. Alright. I'm sure I've given you all enough time to be ready on your turn. So, Seasons, you're next. Do you want to continue as Elizabeth or someone else?
Yes.
Okay. Just a moment. Alright, so as Elizabeth, do you have any preparation you want to make?
Yes, can I give Ross the money he needs to buy armor and shield? I think he only had enough to buy one of those things.
Right. Would you like to give him 5 coppers then? He can buy a shield with that.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
sounds good. So you're at 56.
Well,
and
thank
he's
you.
now equipped with the shield. Alright. Looks good.
Okay, other than that, can I also buy caltrop?
Caltrops? Yes, of course. 1 set. Or were there more? How many sets of caltrops do you want?
1 set.
Okay, so 100 caltrops. It will cost you. Let's see how the merchants feel today. Neutral. So they'll sell the caltrops to you for 15 copper pieces. It's a higher rate due to the transportation fees. Right, it is not a readily available crafted item. So 15 coppers and you'll get 100 caltrops. Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, the merchants are glad to do business with you.
I lost.
What's up?
I think I lost my spear yesterday in the fight. So.
You're right. Thank you for your honesty. It was dropped. Alright.
I think I'm done with my preparation. Can I roll another character as well?
Of course, yeah. Just a moment. Now, your caltrops will need a separate type of storage item to be carried. You cannot mix it with the rest of your gear. They're small little spiky bits.
Right.
So,
right.
the bare minimum is to have maybe another sack or knapsack. Let's see. Yeah, 100 caltrops is 10 pounds, so I'd recommend a knapsack, a second one, for them.
Yep, let's get it.
Sounds good. Knapsacks, 2. Caltrops, 100. Alright, and you wish to hire another character, that's fine. Yep, so to hire another character, go ahead and start rolling ability scores.
Okay, 3d6s. Should I continue?
Yeah, read them out to me if you can. So you got 9 so far.
Okay, so first one was 9. First was 9, and then 5 intelligence, 6, 10, 14, and 14.
Alright, thank you. Alright, looks good. So next you choose a class. What do you think?
I don't have the primary stats of each class memorized, but since
Oh,
this one
yes.
has high dexterity or charisma, should it be a thief?
That would be a good choice, yeah. Thief, dwarf, halfling, and fighter are good choices for you.
Okay, I'll go with thief.
Sounds good. Alright, go ahead and roll 1d4 for hit points.
Oh,
Alright, thank you. And you do get a +1 bonus due to your high constitution score. Alright. Let's see. Go ahead and roll 3d6 for money.
nine.
Okay. And besides a set of lockpicks, what other gear do you think you want your thief to start with?
I'm not sure what a thief might need. Like, do you have any recommendations? Like,
Sure.
what do thieves usually carry?
10-foot poles are good for detecting traps. Spears can also be used in the same manner. However, spears are bladed, so anything. So it might trigger certain items, like tripwires. You might cut a tripwire with a spear naturally, whereas a 10-foot wooden pole won't. You might bend it, but it might not cut it. 10-foot poles are used to detect traps, but spears can be used in the same manner. Other things you might use a pole for is you can attach things to the end of it, whether it be a torch or a hook or
Right.
anything else, right? So, I mean, you can do the same with the spear though, but the spear already has a spearhead there too. Spears are pretty good though, because you can use them as a weapon at the same time. Other things you might include or might purchase are additional tools, supplies that thieves might need to, of course, steal treasure or loot treasure, right? And of course, you'll need weapons and armor possibly.
Okay, can I get light armor for the thief?
Sure, it'll cost 5 coppers for Gambeson. So he's got 1 copper left. Is that fine?
And currently I don't have any weapon, right?
Right. So you can have Elizabeth purchase some weapons if you want.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's do that. So, 1 Gambeson, and then let me look at the shop, and then so 1 Gambeson and a spear as you recommended. So I guess a spear then, and that's it, I suppose. Wait, can I also get a rope?
Yeah. We can use his
Yeah,
copper
okay,
for a
and
rope, and 3 of your,
Yeah.
3 of Elizabeth's for his spear.
Yep. Okay, I think I'm done.
Alright, good to go. Final step is to choose your thief's name. So would you like to name it?
Can I give the name Isabel?
Sure. How do you spell it?
ISABEL.
Alright, good. And I suppose you want to hire Isabel, right? So we'll make her a reaction check.
Yep.
And she has a +2 bonus, +1 because you purchased her gear, and +1 due to your high charisma. We're at 8 so far. Earlier we rolled a 7 actually, so offer accepted. So Isabel has joined Elizabeth's ranks as a retainer. Alright. Good. So now we've got Kira next, and then if Salza made it back, it'll be his turn, otherwise we'll disconnect him and remove him from the game.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe I need to yell at him. Sawyer, are you there? Yeah, I think he's gone.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, we still have enough players to continue. But I believe that was maybe a second or third time. He has been a pretty disruptive player in the past, I think. We'll see. If he does it again, then next time we'll just remove him so it doesn't happen again. Alright.
Okay.
But I'll post a warning in the chat then, so that we know this happened again. Or this happened once at least. That's a discussion. Alright. next is Kiara. So, welcome back. I believe your old character Camila was captured and suffered a terrible fate. So you'll have to roll a new character.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, so you're on the simulator, I suppose. First thing you need to do is roll up your ability scores. And to do that, you're going to select 3 6-sided dice and click roll. You're going to do this 6 times total. So if you go to the top left corner, open the dice tray, select the 6-sider 3 times, and then click roll. Okay.
Okay, 3 times, and then click. Where's roll?
On the tray. So once you click them all, you'll see an arrow on the tray, and then click roll.
Okay, hold on. It's not working. Is it because I'm on my phone?
Oh, it might be because you're on your phone. If it doesn't work on your phone, no worries. You can exit the app and you can just use Discord and watch my stream. And instead you can use the dice bot in the server to roll your dice if you want. Is that fine? If the app is not working for you.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Okay. So go ahead, hop out of there, go into the dice rolls channel. And you're going to type a command in there to, of course, have the bot roll for you. It's going to be /roll space 6 space 3 delta 6. Delta as in dog or D. It looks like this. Oh, did we lose someone?
/roll and then 3d6.
Yep, /roll space 6 space 3d6.
Okay, thank you.
Good. Right.
Total 55.
Nice. So now we're gonna plug and chug your scores real quick. 7 strength, 7 intelligence, 10 wisdom, 9 dexterity, 12 constitution, and 10 charisma. And I know the first time you played I gave you a randomly generated character, but this time you're allowed to create your character from scratch. So that's why you're rolling your ability scores. And now you're going to choose your class. There are 7 classes to choose from. This includes cleric, fighter, magic user, thief, dwarf, elf, and halfling. The first time you played, you were a fighter. If you want to be a fighter again, it's fine. But based on your scores, your character is wise and dexterous, so I recommend either cleric or thief.
Oh, okay. So Elizabeth was telling me a little bit about this the other day. I don't know what to do. Should we do cleric, maybe? Elizabeth, what do you think?
Yeah, you seemed happy with cleric and being able to help others, so.
Yeah, let's do cleric.
Alright, you are a cleric. And then now we're going to go over your hit points. So, let's see. Alright. For hit points, you're going to roll 1d6. So go ahead and select that 6-sided die or 6-sided die. Click roll.
Okay, so 6
Oh wait, sorry,
dice.
I forgot you're not on the simulator. So go ahead and do /roll space 1d6.
/roll space. Okay. And it is
5. Nice.
5. Is that good?
That's really good. Nearly max.
Okay, great.
So the average man only has 2, and the average cleric has 3. You have 5. So, well above average. Next, you're going to roll 3d6 for your money.
Okay, got you. So /roll space 3d6.
Exactly. Yep. Nice. You're catching on.
9.
The first thing you'll need as a cleric is a holy symbol, so that you can, of course, pray to your god and, of course, cast divine magic. So you're at 6 coppers left, and you've got a holy symbol. And with your remaining 6 coppers, you can purchase any additional gear you might want, which might include armor, weapons, tools, and supplies. Do you have any idea of what else you might want?
Not really. Should I get some armor, probably?
Armor is pretty good, but weapons are the most important. Naturally, you're going to go hunting monsters and treasures, and you'll need to defend yourself, and you'll need tools to help you loot sometimes, right? Weapons are probably more important than armor early on.
Okay, can I get something like mid to long range?
Sure. Do you want a melee weapon or a missile weapon?
Melee.
Melee. Very well. So, longer weapons will be listed in the large and normal section. I recommend a spear early on, or a polearm if you can afford it. You only have 6 coppers, so you can afford a spear. You can afford a... let's see.
Yeah.
You could afford a short sword if you want, or an axe, a mace.
Or I could pay for your equipment as well. Like, I have way too much copper.
How did you get so much copper?
I kill like 14 wolves, so I don't know. Okay, yeah, just pick
Nice.
whatever. I have 38, so you can pick anything within that range, I think.
Can I get a spear, and then if you're willing to get it for me, a short sword?
Yep, she can pay the difference if she's open to it. You have 3, and if you want a short sword, you can pay 3, and she can pay the remaining 3.
Wonderful.
Is that fine with you, Elizabeth?
Thank you so much.
Okay. Alright, will that be it? Or is there anything else you want?
No, I think that's good for now.
Alright, sounds good. The final step is to choose your character's name. Actually, there might be one optional step after this too. So yeah, go ahead and choose your character's name. It's the next step.
Okay, I'm gonna go with LENORA. So LENORA.
Thank you. And finally, because you're a cleric in our game, we found through that clerics will also have a level 1 spell at the start. Typically, you don't get level 1 spells until level 2, but you're level 1, and you're gonna get 1 level 1 spell for clerics. And here are your options. You can pray for any of these 8 spells, and you can change it once per day. So, and you only cast it once per day. So here are your options. Cure Light Wounds is what majority of clerics will take. This is a healing spell, but all these other ones are very useful too in certain situations.
I am gonna go with Cure Light Wounds, just for the sake of the team.
Sounds good. Alright. That's it. I believe everyone has had a chance to get ready now. So we'll take a small break. We've been playing for about 43 minutes now. So when you get back, we'll start playing the actual game.
Right.
Alright, take 5.
Alright, so I need everyone here, because I quickly have to. I have a big idea that's going to be probably really risky. So we're gonna try to rescue my old character.
Yeah. So yesterday there were only like 6 cannibals remaining by the end.
Yeah, we
So
killed
I
a
think
lot.
we can take them on. And we'll obviously be way more careful this time. And I will be at a distance.
Yeah, we killed a lot.
And I think that one of Kiara's old characters, Carmilla, was also captured by the cannibals. So maybe we'll see where that goes as well. So Kiara, you okay with that?
I think that's a decision for you guys. I don't mind just leaving her to die. So if you want to focus on carrying, what was your other character called, Ethan?
Elcom, my fighter, who's technically the leader, who currently not the leader right now, he's captured. But we assault the cannibals because they took a lot of losses too, while we took technically less losses than them.
We killed like 6. We killed 5 of them, but they got 3 of us.
Right.
Yeah. So, I'm going to do. Yeah, Susan, you will stay.
I mean, I'm
You keep.
yeah.
What's your retainer is a thief, right?
So my
Do
thief
they-
can I just come with you, and I will stay at a distance.
Well, you don't have a sling. You should have got a sling for your thief.
Oh,
A ranged weapon.
I see.
Yeah, very. Because, for example, if your thief is from far away and we're fighting, the thief might be able to get clear shots on the cannibals from afar. So maybe when break is done, let's take a little extra time to get your thief a sling. For us, you're going to be up with my fighter.
Okie doke.
Going to be quite risky. You have a shield, right?
Yes, I do.
Susan, I don't know if you did. Did you get my character also a shield?
Nobody
My
can.
fight. We can.
Okay, so we need to buy you a shield and my thief a sling.
Yes.
So today's campaign is going to be rescuing your old character and defeating some more cannibals.
Yes.
And also your
Okay.
own character.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
And
find her, wherever she may be.
retainer.
Okay, cool. So
Elizabeth.
I have some pretty good hit points and stuff, and I bought, with the help of the lovely Elizabeth, 2 weapons. What do you guys think I should do? This is my first time playing, mind you, so...
Use your spear until the cannibals get past your spear. Your spear is a better weapon, but once they get past your spear, drop it for your short sword.
Okay.
For example, I don't have a backup weapon, so I'm kind of not in a good situation.
So I should be forwards with you then, because didn't Elizabeth say you're going to hang back?
Yeah, but I'm gonna try. Let's see, I typically lead everything.
Okay.
Wait, why can't we get you a backup weapon as well?
If you want. I don't want you spending all your money.
Bro, my copper is literally just sitting there doing nothing.
Okay. Oh, if you want, I could take a dagger or a short sword. Whichever you want.
No, you pick, dude. You're the more experienced one.
Yeah, I have no clue what
Out
I'm
of
doing.
character, I'm the most experienced one. In character, you are, Elizabeth. But since all my characters have the same knowledge, since most of my characters have come back from adventures and gave them reports, yeah, you can say I'm the most experienced. So yeah, if you want, get my character shield and a backup weapon.
Yeah, but what backup weapon? You said a dagger or a short sword, but I don't know the difference, and I don't know what would be better. So you pick.
Oh. Okay, short sword then.
Alright,
Actual list of things to get.
ladies and
My
gentlemen,
things get a
your
sling.
break is over, so it is time to begin. And to begin, I'll be going over the situation actually, so then you guys can start adventuring and such and choosing what you want to do. But last we left off, one of our parties set out into the lands of rumored cannibals directly east of the WOLFDEN base camp, and they did not do well. Only a couple of them returned to base. They suffered major casualties, and they lost the marshal of the WOLFDEN campaign. So, the marshal of the WOLFDEN base camp was killed, along with others. Assuming command now, the most experienced member at the WOLFDEN camp is Elizabeth the Seer, second level magic user. Most of you are brand new to the I think all of you are brand new to the camp. So SEEVEN, LENORA, CILESOVOC, you have made the journey to the WOLFDEN camp in search of gold and glory as adventurers. And that means you're here to help hunt monsters and treasures and continue the campaign against them. So, you've been recruited into Elizabeth's team, her party. So Elizabeth, given that you're the most experienced member now, you're to assume command. If you don't, party may be lost, right? Or at a loss. Now there is of course multiple members of the old house of Ethan, if you want them to help you lead the expedition, as as I have heard, it seems like that might be the case. That's fine, but this might be a good opportunity for you to, of course, also take the lead, right? There's usually it's not up to it is up to you guys as a group, but also your characters also might want a chance to, of course, take the spotlight and lead the expeditions, right? So you don't have to just automatically, and it would also look very bad for you. You would lose reputation and respect if you allow a brand new recruit to assume command and take your place, right? Your rightful place as the new expedition leader. So, all right. Let's see. Besides that, you all are here at the WOLFDEN camp. It's in the middle of the forest. When you arrive, all you see is, of course, there's a cave here. Inside, there's a small campfire. But outside of the WOLFDEN camp, there are other people settling the land around it. They have established shelters and such. This includes merchants, settlers, and even some NPC adventurers, right? But the majority of the group is within the cave. So, it has already been somewhat discussed that most of the party, including members of House Ethan, are hoping that the party will continue the campaign against the kobolds living east of the WOLFDEN camp. But it's another day in December, and the bare minimum thing is that you'll need some food to continue living, right? So, what does your party plan to do today? Any suggestions or ideas?
So our plan was that we would go to the cannibals and finish off the rest of them and see if there's anyone we can rescue as well.
Alright, sounds good.
And also, we're gonna do a little bit extra prep time because we realize we need some things.
Sure. So besides planning to go east and preparation, LENORA and CILESOVOC, is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, I support that.
Be recruited.
Very well.
Yes.
You're in the team. More than likely, yeah. You've been hired on into the team recently. Okay, so you're a part of the team now. And from here you can choose your actions or, of course, follow any orders given. It's up to you. But no one can control you but yourself in the end, right? Based on what you choose to do, if you tell me what you want to do. You can see that before the party heads out to the east, they're actually going to stop by the merchant caravan that has arrived here a couple days ago and brought goods in from the shoreline. Various merchants will visit this newly established settlement to begin selling off their goods, because it is a profitable business to be in, actually selling wares and such to a newly established settlement. They have much to trade with you. So, what additional gear is your party looking to purchase?
Oh,
Okay, so for my thief, I would like to get a sling.
A sling, alright. Sling and pouch and stones, costing 2 coppers.
Yeah.
Let's see. The merchant's initial reaction to you is neutral, and slings are readily available in the region, so he sells it for the standard price of 2 coppers, which you pay, so you're at 33 coppers left. And your thief has acquired a new weapon.
Also, I would like to purchase a shield and a short sword for SEEVEN.
A shield and a dagger, you said?
A short sword.
Short sword. Okay, very well. The total price is, if it's just a shield, a short sword, and a sheath, 11 coppers. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, no way.
And let me double check the price actually. Merchant is feeling generous today and will sell it to you for a good and fair price. The price that was already mentioned, 11 coppers. Let's see. Alright, so you're down to 22 coppers. And you have good relations with the merchants.
And LENORA and Thayo, are you guys sure you don't want anything before we go to the Cannibals? Because they're really strong.
I don't know actually. Do you think I need a shield or do you think I'll be okay? I feel like I've got 2 weapons, it's probably enough.
And you've got armor as well?
No, I didn't get armor.
It says tunic on LENORA, but is that even like armor? Can I get her armor?
You could. Do you want her?
Okay, can I get her a gambeson then?
Yep, 5 coppers for a gambeson.
What's a gambeson?
It's like a light armor that will allow you to run away as well. It won't weigh you down too much. It's what I'm wearing as well.
Yep, it's
okay, thank you.
cloth armor, like medieval cloth armor, padded armor.
Yeah, and it's really good armor actually, too. Like, really good at stopping swords.
Okay, and Thayo, are you sure you don't want anything?
I'm good.
Okay, I guess we can continue then. That's all the prep.
Alright, with that, your party finishes their final purchases in the WOLFDEN, at the WOLFDEN base camp, and you are the newly established leader of the camp, so you are in charge of this camp. The situation at the camp, by the way, things seem to be going alright. Other adventurers stationed here are continuing to sustain the settlement and take care of it. In their work time, they will of course guard and protect the settlement. In their off time, they might go and get themselves some food from their daily work. Settlers coming in, doing daily chores such as gathering wood, hunting and gathering, water fetching, etc., under the protection of other adventurers and other mercenaries here. The merchants, of course, will bring in trade from the sea. Things seem to be going well with the WOLFDEN campaign. There is some concern, though, with the rumored cannibals to the east. Settlers toward the east are growing wary and are even having suspicions that cannibals might be approaching the border in the night, right? Sometimes they think they are seeing things on the border, right, or in the woods at nighttime. So the sooner you deal with the cannibals, the safer your settlement will become, right? Or your stronghold.
Good thing we're going to be fighting the cannibals today.
Yep, you'll deal with the problem swiftly, hopefully. So your team is now ready to set out. Is there anything else you guys need to do? You want to hire extra men? Or is that it? You guys want to begin your march east? We have a team of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 troops. Half a dozen men.
And I realized there is one more person that I could hire, and that is my cleric, Espor.
Espor.
That I made, yeah, Espor.
How do you spell his name?
I think it was last game. ETHBOR. I made him last game. I think it was the last game.
Okay. I'll look at it, but he's not listed at the moment. I might have forgotten to list him. We'll see. So we know Ross is here. I'll put you guys on the list on who's present at the camp now. Adventurer wise.
Yeah.
CILESOVOC is here. another new member to the team is LENORA. Okay, and Isabel. So your
Also, I realized
army
I
is
was
slowly
thinking-
growing. What was that?
looking at the Eastbor sheet that you post in records. No, I'm just going crazy. Never mind.
F4. Alright, I found it. And yeah, we can assume he's here at the camp too then. And you can try to hire him as your new character. SEEVEN, right?
Give them the typical offer.
Alright, standard offer to Ethbor, who's never adventured yet, I think. Or at least has no experience. He declined your offer.
Okay.
Alright, so, but he is here at the base camp. Ethbor is not
Darn,
listed
could
here.
have been an extra person.
So an extra soldier at the base at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And now it's time to set out. So, the situation here has been going well. I'm gonna check on this situation here. Alright, things have been going well. Over here too. So. At some point, the Shoreline base camp did have an encounter. Actually, they're having an encounter today at some point. Hopefully they'll be able to defend themselves. But that's not relevant to us. For us, things are going well. We haven't been attacked. No encounters on the base at least. And our team sets out eastward toward the Cannibals now.
Yep.
Alright. So you begin your travels east through the forest and toward the plains in which the Cannibals are reported to have been spotted. The last crew, survivors including Elizabeth herself, spotted the Cannibals in the grasslands, and it is assumed or understood that they might be living underground. So, you're now in the forest, marching a mile and a half roughly. It should take you about an hour to get through this part of the forest and into the grasslands. We're gonna check for any watery monster encounters. Safe travels so far. We'll check for animals if you're interested. Alright, no animals in sight during your march. It was a quiet walk through the woods this winter day. It's the 4th of December, year 10 in our campaign. 10 years since we began campaigning. Let's see. So, you arrived at the border now of the forest, the edge, and you see the grasslands up ahead. At this point, you want to continue straight east through the grasslands. You can see that the open plains are barren, right? You don't see any signs of the cannibals yet.
Okay, we pass through the open plains.
Straight east?
Force an account.
So push straight east? Or which direction was it?
Yes, straight.
Alright, very well.
Straight east.
We'll check for wandering monsters during your first approach through the plains, or during this approach to the plains. No signs of wandering monsters. Animals. No signs, and an automatic encounter with the cannibals. Are we surprised? No. They are. Nice. So we found signs of them before they found signs of us this time. So we're moving carefully through the plains early in the morning. We come across signs of them up ahead as we carefully approach their position. So, starting distance is 10 yards out. At 30 feet, you notice a singular cannibal up ahead in the tall grass. You can tell that this one is drinking water, right? It's early in the morning. He's just having some water at a creek. You can see maybe he's drinking and washing himself, right? He's covered in mud and dirt, maybe something, right? Maybe he's got a wound. Surely he's washing himself, right? From what you can tell, he's not ready for you. So your team is approaching the tall grass, and at 30 feet, right, you spot a cannibal washing himself in a creek. What do you want to do? There could be more, but you see one so far.
Okay, I suppose we should set up a defensive structure so the fighters and people with the shield can go in the front, and the cleric and me can stay relatively behind.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Sounds good.
Alright. So, you're making your approach. You want to approach it? Get closer?
Nah, have my retainer, the halfling, shoot it in the back of his.
Alright, so SEEVEN wants his retainer to shoot it in the back.
And
He's
I
giving the
also
order.
want my thief to shoot him.
Alright, so you both are making orders for your missile users to fire at the monster simultaneously, right? Or separately? Is it separate or together? Are you doing a volley?
Simultaneously.
Together.
So you're
Yeah.
planning a volley fire. So Isabel will fire, and Ethward decline. Let me remove this sheet
Yeah.
so there's no confusion. So we know Isabel will fire, and we know LAFTREB
My
will
halfling.
also fire, right? So, are there any other plans or actions your team wants to take before the shooters fire? Everyone can have up to one action, right, before we take action. So CILESOVOC. Go ahead.
Can I ready my bow?
Sure. You want to fire as well, or you just want to hold the bow ready?
Oh, I suppose I can fire as well.
Okay. LENORA, do you want to do anything? LENORA, do you want to do anything too, or do you want to just hold?
No, I'm just holding.
Okay,
Yeah,
CILESOVOC.
shield up.
Okay,
I'll just hold my shield up. Yeah.
sounds good. And the shooters take aim. SEEVEN, are you firing too, or are you gonna hold the line with a spear and shield?
I'll hold the line. I'll be ready for melee.
Okay, so 3 shooters. All 3 shooters, go ahead and roll the dice to hit. I'll be rolling for any NPCs, so that will be LAFTREB. But and Isabel, Elizabeth, you're gonna roll for yourself. So roll 1d20. LAFTREB hits. Isabel hits. More than likely, this one cannibal is shot dead with 3 arrows, right? So out of nowhere, 3 arrows go into its back, 1 through its head, 1 through its neck, 1 through its body or back, and it crashes dead in the water, right? It's a surprise round. You've taken the surprise on them. You've killed a singular cannibal, and you know that one has been confirmed killed, but soon enough we're gonna get a reaction check. First blood, right? So, immediate morale check then. 7. Alright, let's see if this is a win. Let's see. It's his first encounter.
I think consider normal humans for morale.
Alright, so that's it.
Like you
There
got
was
some
a
messed up morals to be a cannibal, though.
There was a singular cannibal here that you shot dead. No other signs of cannibals at the moment. So after shooting him dead, you waited for a moment, you knocked another arrow, you had your shield and spears and swords ready, but no other movement or sound was heard or nothing was seen after you shot the first one dead. He was alone, it seems. A lone cannibal.
Let's move up where the dead cannibal was.
Alright, you found him dead.
Slowly keeping down. He has tracks, right? He went. His tracks where he
Tracks?
was moving from.
Yes, there are definitely tracks. He is on the east side of the creek, so you can tell his tracks come from the east. Would you like to follow his tracks?
Yes.
Alright. As SEEVEN begins to lead the way, following his tracks, does LENORA, CILESOVOC, or Elizabeth want to do anything or say anything?
So we follow the tracks, but in the same order. So I maintain a bit of distance from the party, and the others take the front.
Okay.
I would be on the front line.
Yeah, me too.
Alright. CILESOVOC and SEEVEN will lead the way. Elizabeth will stay near the back. Alright. And LENORA, do you have any input on the party's plan of action?
I think I want to stay, mid-range-ish. Not in the front, but not quite in the back either, just in case anybody needs healing.
Alright, you'll stay
So
toward the middle.
between me and the frontliners.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Your body makes movement through the field, following the tracks of this cannibal, right?
Yep.
And
Quietly.
quietly, you crouch through the tall grass and approach the position in which it came from. And eventually, you find in the tall grass what looks like the end of the tracks. It comes out from what appears to be a 5 foot by 5 foot trapdoor of some sort, covered in tall and dry grass, right? It's a camouflaged kind of cover or trapdoor. Looks like if you were to lift it, it would open up into an underground settlement, right? Or an underground lair of some sort, right? So you find the entrance, the secret entrance.
Can I lift it with my spear?
Yep, you could.
Like, just stay distance away and just lift it up.
Carefully lift it with your spear, sure. So you lift up the door with your spear. Let me see if anything happens. Nothing happens. But you can see that after you lift it up, there's a hole. A 5 foot or a 3 foot by 3 foot hole that you can climb into and drops down into a tunnel.
Right. If you want to get out, there's smaller weapons. Let's see, he draws his short sword.
Alright, close quarter
And
weapons.
I have my halfling also draw his short sword.
Okay, sure.
Is it deep enough to need a ladder, or would you just, jump in?
Looking down, it looks like you could just climb in. The floor is maybe 5 feet or 5 to 10 feet below the hole entrance. So you'd drop right into the tunnel if you were to climb in, and you'd have to immediately start crouching.
Okay.
So I think that this place could have all sorts of traps in it, and it may not be safe to go inside. So how about so I'm kind of discussing this with the rest of the party. What if I send my thief in there and then throw like a poison grenade or a smoke grenade, and then draw them out of there?
Have the disable traps scout.
Okay,
What'll
that's
happen
what I
to the prisoners if they have any?
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay, so I suppose I can have the thief scout then.
Yeah. Just have the thief scout.
Alright, I'm gonna get your tokens ready, and we can list off your equipment. So, SEEVEN, you said short sword, right? And shield?
Short sword and shield.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have my retainer have
Just a moment.
a.
And then
sorry.
CILESOVOC, you said you wanted to go in next, right? With your shield and short sword as well?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Ethan, what did you say about your halfling?
Retainer. My halfling will have a torch and a short sword.
Guys, should we search the area for another entrance? See if there's a back door?
I don't think they're going to expect people coming into their home right now.
Oh, no, definitely, but if there's one... I mean, if there was one, it can't be, but, I mean, even 50 yards away?
It's going to be hidden nevertheless, like this one, so we're probably going to not be able to see it. We only found
Exactly.
the tracks. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, his short
Alright.
sword
So,
does have torches.
also
I am
need
going to go to the bathroom quickly before we go down, so
LENORA?
I don't have to go.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Right, so are we all going in together?
It seems that way,
No, I think
possibly. CILESOVOC is hoping we might try other entrances, maybe simultaneously. Given the fact that it's a narrow tunnel, so it'd be single file. It'd be very risky for you all to go in at once, right? Through
I
one
feel like
single
this is the back door, and there's probably a bigger entrance somewhere. Not that we need to use the other one, but if we know
So-
of their other exit, we'll know where they go if they leave.
Right. So maybe I should send one of my thieves to scout the location first, so all of us don't have to go in at once.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm trying to stay back just in case, especially because you just said
Right.
it's a small single file entrance. I feel like back door is the most probable situation.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'll wait outside until your thief comes back all day.
Alright, Lenora, what would you like to equip though? You want to have your spear ready?
Yeah, I have my spear ready.
Okay.
And I'm already wearing the gambeson, right?
Yes. This will just be for what's
Alright,
equipped in your
okay.
hand, like what you're wielding. So,
Mhm.
I'm back.
and then Elizabeth, what do you want to wield in your hands?
I have my grenade ready to toss.
Okay.
Um,
Do you want a torch ready too?
no.
No?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Alright. With the torch, you'll be able to light your grenade easily. The fuse.
Yeah.
And then for Isabel,
we
she's
make-
gonna be... Sorry, are you interrupting? What's up?
Yes, I am interrupting. I do apologize, but quick suggestion to Elizabeth. Elizabeth, probably not have the grenade. You need your open hand to cast spells. Remember that.
I don't think I can cast spells on people that I can't see.
Hmm.
Well, we're going to be crouch most of the time. You're right. But how are you also going to throw that grenade? No.
You're asking me how I'm gonna throw the grenade?
Yeah, if we're all inside. I just don't feel comfortable having a grenade behind us.
Wait, no, we're not even going inside though. I'm only sending the thief, and I have the grenade ready, so in case someone starts chasing the thief can escape, and I'll just throw a grenade as soon as the thief gets out.
I see. Alright, fair enough. My bad, I did not know that was the plan.
Oh, no, my bad for not sharing the plan, but okay. So I sent Isabel into the place to scout and sneak around.
Do you have any suggestions on what she equips, or do you not care?
But Isabel has
A spear only. Is that fine?
spear, I suppose. Yeah. Yep, she has a spear which she can poke around to look for traps.
That's fine. Yep, that works. However, if things get hot in there, she does not have a close quarters weapon to defend herself with. A spear is not a good weapon in there. It's good for setting traps, but not good for fighting in a tunnel, right? Does anyone want to lend her a dagger or a short sword maybe? Before she heads on in. If she even is willing, because you're telling her to do a very dangerous task. So she's going to actually make a morale check to see if she's brave enough to even go in, right? But usually this is up to an adventurer to do,
I'd
right?
be willing to trade weapons with her.
Trade weapons. Alright. Let's see if she even agrees to go down there. So you asked Isabel to go down there on her own and scout out the enemy, right? And based on your charisma, she accepts this task, right?
Wow.
So she will go in and scout them out and report back to you what she sees, right? She's swapping weapons with SEEVEN, or not SEEVEN, CILESOVOC. So you'll have a spear temporarily and she'll have a short sword.
That works.
You'll be outside, so spears are very good in the open, like outside.
Yeah, I figured.
Alright. And we are about an hour and a half through our game, so before we begin this delve, we'll have to take a small break. So take 5, and you come back, we'll continue the expedition.
Alright. So let's make our plan a little bit better here. So,
Okay, strategize.
yeah, so we're gonna send the thief down, get out. If the thief doesn't return, we assume thief's dead.
Well, that's just sad.
Yeah.
Would you send somebody in with her, maybe, or no?
No. Then that would
No, I
be
think-
a good thing. It's
well-
a 5 foot wide, it's a 5 foot tunnel
You
only.
see, Right, you see,
Well,
the thing is, me and Ethan once went into a cave, and we did send, all five of us did go, but we literally couldn't even take any action, and Ethan had to do everything on his own. So that's the problem. Even if we
yeah,
can,
I had to kill a wolf with a dagger. Just
because that's how
damn.
narrow it is. So it's basically useless to take on us, because we've been in this situation before of being in a narrow cave, so that's why we know.
Which
And there's
which
potential
just
cannibals on the other side.
which just would be our advantage if anything. Believe it or not, this is our advantage. Because if, for example, someone like me or Ross is in the front, they're naked, they don't have any armor, and we can just stab them one at a time while they come through. They can't do shit. Yeah, but I guarantee you, it's gonna get wider.
Okay, so sending the thief in, seeing what happens. If she doesn't come out, she's dead. Then what?
Then we go and
You two.
I say then we look for another entrance.
Yeah, I'd prefer that a little bit.
I don't think we will be able to find another entrance unless we find another cannibal and follow their tracks back.
Oh yeah, because we followed track here, didn't we?
Yeah.
True. That is going to be a lot of work. God knows how long it's going to take.
Yeah, so this is our best bet right here.
Jeez. Okay.
So here,
Let's all
clear
Should
out.
we send
Not die, guys.
2 people down there, like one in the front and then one behind to run away if anything happens?
Yeah. I go in the front, and you be in the back. Chauffas, how do you say your name?
Used to say so.
Yes, Sil. Because you have a spear right now, even though it's not good in close quarters combat, if you are behind me, you'll be able to use your spear nevertheless. Because you're able to hit in front of me, while with my short sword, I'm able to hit things in front of me, so. You behind me. You behind me with a spear, and me with a short sword in front, we can
both still attack.
Yes.
Liz, any input? Oh, she's gone.
Yeah. She'll be back when time's up. What were those people called in Vietnam who went into those tunnels? Tunnel rats?
I don't know. I wasn't in Vietnam.
Okay, bro.
I swear, I thought I saw you. I don't know. I'm not even old enough, man.
No, I didn't think anybody was. So,
I know. Rat. Yeah, they were called tunnel rats. We're essentially sending our thief to be a tunnel rat. Well, technically, the best option is technically to drop a grenade in there, but since we're trying to save people, the
Right,
horrible
yeah.
option.
Could be hostages, and also the entire thing cave in. You said it's not a very narrow, like not a very wide entrance, so it's a cave too. We don't want to cave it.
Yeah, we don't.
yeah, that's what I'm just saying. That's what makes me think this is a back door because of how narrow it is.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, I will say, Kira, if your character ever needs to, try using,
Right.
You can use your cure light wounds to cause light runes. So if you ever need to be, you can just hurt the enemy.
Oh, for real?
Mhm.
I didn't know it could be used as a defensive spell as well. It's crazy.
You can do that with some spells, like you can turn light, darkness, and some other things.
Is that gonna end up corrupting my character though? Is that gonna
No.
corrupt Lenora?
No. We can
Okay.
use, of course, you can use spells without alignment restrictions.
Right. Okay.
Restrictions. in my opinion, kind of stupid. I'm glad he got that. Got rid of that. Alright, looks like we're out of time.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, your break is over. Let's get back into it. We left off with your party getting ready outside of the pit and preparing to send the thief in, right? So is that what we're doing, or is there anything else we want to mention or discuss before we execute this plan?
Nope. We're good.
Very well.
What abilities does the thief have? Do I have the option to equip the thief with abilities? Because the rulebook says it can have move silently and hide in shadows, and it lists those. But I'm not sure which abilities it can actually have.
The thief has all of those abilities.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So whenever it tries any action that requires, or any action relevant to those abilities, it will have a bonus at succeeding at those actions naturally. So if they want to move silently or hide in shadows, etc., it has a very good chance to, or a better chance than everyone else. Alright, so Elizabeth, you see your thief, Isabel. She climbs down into the pit and begins exploring in. And from here is the waiting game to see what happens, right? She is scouting out the position. We don't know what happens to her because she is an NPC and we're all outside waiting for her. So you can tell that as she dived into the pit, into the tunnel, that she begins going east, given that that's the only way to continue. So she's making movement toward the east on her own. Now, when she gets down there, she does ask for a torch, right? Because it will be dark. So, do you want to pass her a torch?
I can't because I need mine for the grenade. So does anyone else have a torch?
My
I
halfling
believe
will,
I equipped with the torch.
my halfling will hand her. I owe her my halfling. I'll hand her a torch.
Okay.
Or she'll light another one.
Alright. And LAFTREB, yeah, 3 torches remaining. Pass down a torch so Isabel can scout out the cave with some light. Alright. So she is making movement eastward through that tunnel and disappears from your sight. So while she's in there, I suppose your party has time to just wait or take action. Do you want to discuss anything? Do you want to do anything else as you wait for her? Maybe prepare traps or your defensive.
Right. So as I can see, I'm at the very back. Can I position myself more towards the entrance of the hole so that I can immediately throw a grenade in case Isabel comes out and there's people after her?
Sure. So imagine I'll put a hole in the ground.
We also need to keep watch so we don't get ambushed by any cannibals.
Right. So I suppose the fighters can like spread around so that we don't get ambushed from any of 3 sides.
So we can have our crew surround the pit, basically. Is that fine?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to keep my eye on behind us, you know.
Keep watch.
Alright.
I have SEEVEN keep watch to the east, have my halfling keep watch up to the north.
Right. So we'll just look outward.
Okay, also,
Elizabeth will look into the hole while you guys look outward.
yeah.
Right. And for your thief, I will roll her fate then, based on the reaction of Cannibals down there. I'll speed roll what happens down there with her. So at some point she was moving through the tunnels, and she would make contact with the enemy at some point. We'll check if she was ever hurt, or she'll definitely be seen due to her torchlight. Which I think she will leave. She only leaves the torchlight at the bottom of the tunnel and moves forward for a bit before going back to pick it up. So she dropped it at the bottom of the tunnel. right when she got in. That way the light spread eastward immediately, but not too far to reveal her position, and then she started moving. Let's see. At some point, she would make contact with them, and that would be a surprise check. And 10 minutes would go by, and she would not return yet. Do you want to continue waiting? It's been 10 minutes. One turn.
Hmm.
10 whole minutes?
It's been
Do
10
we think
minutes.
she's okay?
Okay.
We haven't had any screaming or anything.
Nope, you haven't heard anything yet. From here, at least.
I say we wait another 10 minutes. Might not be the best choice, but we must have faith in our feet.
If she did, she did. If she's, you know, exploring 10 minutes there, 10 minutes back, you know, you gotta have return time.
Yeah.
True.
You guys never specified how soon she should come back. You have no comms with her.
God.
Fair enough.
No other precautions were set other than, you know, report back as soon as you see something, right? Or as soon as you make contact with them. However, she's in the tunnels. How long do you think it would take to make contact with the enemy, right? Another 10 minutes go past and she does not return, right?
Another 10 minutes?
Yep, so it's 20 minutes later and she has not returned.
Alright.
Goodness, no, she's dead, bro.
I'm gonna say to, please, let's go. Down there.
Head down?
Elizabeth, what do you think?
Should we wait another 10 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, we can.
Kind of wasting time. Been 20 minutes.
I mean,
But
like, what else are we
wasting
gonna do
time
with the
for?
time?
'Cause like you
that we
said,
have?
if she's dead, she's dead.
Hmm. So, do you guys want to go in, or?
Well,
wait
you're
for-
supposed to be leading. I'm gonna let you make the decision.
Oh, you guys can give your input too.
I am down for whatever. Well, I mean, we don't really have many other options other than to
Go
go,
down.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Alright. So,
Guys, I'm telling you, if she was caught, then they're going to be expecting us to come through this entrance here. They're going to know, like, they're going to get the drop on us.
Yeah. But not much option, do you think?
Man, I wish over these last 20 minutes, I don't know, I'd have been looking around for a sign of another entrance.
Do you want to? You want to look for signs of them? You can look for tracks. You can wander the grass. And look for another pit.
Yes, I do.
You can start that now, I suppose.
You
So,
going by yourself?
I mean, unless you guys really want to go down this entrance, I'm with you, but
alright, so Sile,
I don't know.
it's gonna be sketchy.
if that is of
Okay,
interest
so
to you,
I
you
guess we
clearly
can-
do see there are tracks. There are tracks headed toward the east from this pit. Alright, so the first tracks you found headed east to the pit, and there are other tracks that head east from this pit, further into the plains.
Right.
So that might indicate where the
Might
next
be the
entrance is. Right.
Might be the best idea to go to a different entrance.
What if
Let's-
Isabella's fine and we're just leaving her?
I mean, we'll see how far these tracks take us. If we get out of earshot of this pit, then we'll rethink everything.
It's currently 10:20, by the way. She went down at 10 o'clock.
Okay, yeah, I think let's just go see the other tracks and see where it leads.
Alright, move on to the next area.
Yeah. Well, let's secure this hatch. Like, let's lock it somehow. Do we have anything to lock it?
Let's
Wait,
look around.
why would we lock it?
Oh,
They,
no.
they, they can come out of it.
But what if our thief wants to come out?
If she's still alive.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe she's, down there Metal Gear Solid styling it and hiding in a cardboard box in the corner, dude. You don't know what's happening.
Exactly.
If you guys really want to leave it unlocked, you can. We're gonna start moving eastwards, following the tracks, looking for another entrance.
Yeah, I doubt that the cannibals will want to come through there, seeing how someone just entered through it.
Hmm.
And if so, we won't be there. So, I mean, what's it hurt us?
Yeah.
Alright. So, Steven, do you want to proceed with closing the hatch and locking it somehow, or just proceeding east after the tracks? And CILESOVOC suggests...
East.
Okay. So ignore disregard the first action, right? Or the previous action.
Yeah.
Alright, move east after the tracks.
Yeah, let's start moving after tracks carefully. And I'm going to switch my short sword to my spear.
Okay. Alright, at this point, I'm going to permanently note down the switch of CILESOVOC's weapon and hers. So, in case she did die. So, she now owns the sheath short sword. And you own her spear. Alright, it gives me the swap. So, CILESOVOC. Short sword is gone. Newly acquired weapon is spear. Alright. So it's been annotated. SEEVEN, you discussed plans, and the party's been sharing plans, but I need to make sure everyone has a chance to speak, not just you and CILESOVOC. So you were sharing multiple different plans, the hatch plan, and then eventually agreeing with CILESOVOC on following the tracks. CILESOVOC, of course, mentioning the tracks, and then, of course, sharing his idea on leaving the hatch open instead, right? Thinking that they won't come through anyway. But I'm going to also make sure that LENORA and Elizabeth have a chance to share their thoughts on the situation. So Elizabeth and LENORA, do you want to say anything? Or do anything else?
No, I think I agree with going to see where the other tracks lead, seeing if there's another entrance possibly.
Sounds good.
What about you, Liz?
Alright, Elizabeth, what do you think you want to do? Agree with all of them? Alright, so you're agreeing with following the tracks. Okay. Alright, in this case, your whole party begins to move after SEEVEN and CILESOVOC, following the tracks east of the open pit, which you will leave behind after planning and discussing there for the past 10 minutes. Right, so we're making movement. Just take her off the board for now. She's not part of this anymore, at the moment at least. And we're making movement toward the east. And as your party moves toward the east following these tracks, you can see the tracks, some of them branch off toward the northeast and some of them branch off toward the southeast. Does that concern you, or do you want to proceed east anyway?
Oh, goodness.
Is there some way to discern which tracks are the most recent?
Good question.
The freshest tracks would be moving toward the east.
Could we follow those then?
Yes, of course. Continuing east.
Oh yeah. Can we mark this entrance on the map?
Sure. So let's say we have, this is a small scale map. We'll do a medium scale map, which goes by yards instead.
Yeah, that's fine.
So in that case,
I mean, like on the big map, like just like trapdoor found.
What? So yeah, I'm doing a medium scale map for you. So this is a small scale map we were doing, right? Close quarters tokens, right? We'll do a medium map up here with the situation. Does that make sense?
Yep, that makes sense.
So that means every grid.
I can really only look at the owlbear I can't watch your stream because I'm using the Xbox for my headset.
It's okay. Just yeah,
You're,
this is just a
you're
tool,
reminding it. That's great.
but it's not required.
Yeah.
What is actual is what is said, not drawn or yeah. So anyway, your party moves after the tracks, and the tracks lead maybe another 10 yards out before you find a larger hatch. This one is different from the others. Instead, this one is 10 feet, or the other one. This one's 10 feet by 10 feet. So it's very large. Um, you're moving through the tall grass. You find here, from a distance you would not be able to discern this, but up close you would reveal its position. But basically, this one here is unopenable. All it is just tall grass, kind of surrounding what appears to be like a wooden mesh, right? Like these wooden bars, and wooden pole mesh, basically, or a cage, like window, basically. It's like more like a wooden window. There's no actual glass, and
Like a sunroof.
yeah, exactly. It kind of looks like. If I were to sketch it out, when you're looking down on
What
it,
do we see inside of it?
it's just like a bunch of wooden poles covering the pit, right? So when you look down, the light of day shines down into it, and you can see that there's water down there, for one thing, because water drains down into this open pit, into a pool down below, maybe about 20 feet down from the surface, right? So it's pretty deep underground.
Yeah.
You can see like this large watery pit. That's all you see from up here. So there's a
Did
pool of
anyone
water
have
down
the
there.
rope?
If you have rope, you might be able to climb down into the cave.
Yeah.
It's a large open cave, basically, below this hatch.
I think.
Oh, can we get through the bars?
No, not easily.
No.
Yeah. There's enough poles for the bars to only leave gaps that are only about a basketball width in width. So it'd be a tight squeeze. If you were a halfling, you could fit through easily, but in order to fit through the bars, you would have to.
Yeah,
Prior
like I
break.
would never fit
Yeah.
through them.
Yeah.
I have this crazy idea that someone runs back to the other entrance and throws a grenade down in it, like just right in there, and that way, when they're all distracted by the explosion, we come in through this side.
Yeah, besiege.
Or we could vice versa that, throw a grenade in this hole, and then go back to that entrance and enter.
That
Okay.
might be a better idea.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Okay, so would we do that?
Can you do what? You want
about-
to send someone to go drop a grenade over there?
Oh, but wait, the initial
We're-
objection that someone made still applies. If I throw a grenade down here, well, and if there's like a prisoner or something, like, do we want to risk that?
You make a very good point.
Yeah.
Well, so we can see where we're throwing it here. And we would know that we'd, just be blowing up like a well or a pit where they should have prisoners, but we don't see any.
Alright,
We haven't had anything from the pit, right? Like no voices, no sound, nothing.
this open pit, yeah, it's quiet. All you see down there is water, and water from the surface up here drains down into this open pit. That drains down into in the open pit below it is a cave, right? And in that cave there's a cave pond, right? Which the water pours down into. This could be their water source, right? Or at least one of them. in the midst
Does
of your
anybody want to
conversation,
close
we
it?
are
What's
under attack now, right? So you are mid conversation, mid plan, and you're finally there's finally an engagement, right? Finally, you're under attack. You had some time to discuss and plan, but while you were busy making all these different plans, they were busy making theirs and making their reaction to our movement, right? So earlier I
they
rolled
were
their
also
numbers. What was that?
weren't I saw you roll 2 ones on the dice. I assume that was for surprise. So are we both surprised?
Sort of. So
So,
you were mid conversation, right? When they begin their attack on us, and fortunately, you guys were somewhat on guard to some extent during your conversation. You were at least able to see in the directions in which they emerged, right? And you can immediately start to react to this. So your team, you know, not exactly fully distracted, but definitely deep in conversation and planning, just over the open pit. Uh, you are facing multiple different directions naturally, since there's more than 4 of you, and therefore at least every direction has eyes on, right? If you're west, then you're looking east. If you're east, then you're looking west, etc., right? Which allows you all to take some kind of reaction toward what you see happening. What you see happening is rising from the tall grass at a safe distance from all 4 directions are, of course, the tribesmen, the cannibals. They're rising from the tall grass with slings and stones. So they get up momentarily, like they crouch upward so they can see you and peek over the tall grass and shoot stones at you from a distance. All right, so we are under fire, right? So with Isabel out of the way, they are firing at our crew at a short distance, 1d4, because this encounter occurs at we'll do 20 feet out. So they were 20 feet out when they got up from the tall grass and fired upon us. So we didn't notice them until they were 20 feet. That's when they chose to get up. So they were crawling through tall grass, right, from wherever they came, and they got up carefully, and at the same time fired on our position, right, mid-conversation. So they got up roughly the same time, whatever signaled them, right? So they would get up, you would see them, others would get up, and they would fire, and as they're firing, would be able to react. They didn't fire immediately because they all had to wait for them all to get up. So one of them got up, the others would see that, and they all would get up, and then of course fire. So they were trying to fire simultaneously, not one at a time. So let's see. Therefore, you had some time to react to them, right? So you saw 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and all of them kind of pop their heads out. To represent their positions, I'll put down their tokens. We'll say, let's see. This one here will represent our enemy. Again, they're 20 feet from us, so 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, here. Alright, so 20 feet from us. And there are roughly 2 on every flank, except the east. Except the west. The west has 3, so they have more toward the west, it seems. That's where you came from.
they went through the trap door. We did not lock.
Okay.
They could have. There are obviously like 4 entrances to this place. They came from everywhere.
Right, so you're
Or
at
they
the
were
center
already
entrance more than likely, or you're at the center area of their attack, right? You approached from the west, right? You came across their western entrance, but they had 3 other entrances, right? And this is the open pit in the middle of all 3 or all 4 of these various entrances in the open plains, right? So that's how they kind of had their setup, right? So anyway, they probably had more on these sides because they were probably expecting to see more of you guys this way, since your friend came from that side, your thief, your scout. But they also had all their guys climbing from the other entrances too, just in case. And looks like they had their plan worked out during those 20 or 40 minutes, really, since the initial push. They had 40 minutes to get into their positions and begin their assault, or their counterattack against us, right? Because technically we're the ones attacking them, right? We moved on their territory. So the cannibals fire upon us with sling and stones, right? Stones come hurling toward us from all directions, and you all are able to react, whether you want to do a shield wall, charge, return fire. You all will have a turn to react to them, starting with Elizabeth. So Elizabeth, as you were in mid-discussion, you saw toward the east past SEEVEN and CILESOVOC, two men rise from the tall grass, right? Two men like stand up carefully and slowly with sling and stones. How did you react? Did you immediately start casting? Did you immediately light your grenade or something else?
Okay. I start casting sleep
Okay, so to
on the
cast.
three that are coming towards me.
Okay, so you see only two of them at the moment, but you
Oh,
remember you didn't actually see these three technically, right? You got up, and if you want to go for the three that you actually didn't see, you'll be slower, right? So you saw these two first. If you go for these guys, the idea is that your character has maybe intuition that there are other ones behind her, but if she reacts to those guys instead, she'll react slower. Because the initial thing she technically sees, right, is the east ones, right? She doesn't see the west ones yet. So, a bit of metagaming, right? Because you see it on the screen, but in reality, Elizabeth didn't know that these three were there, right? She might have intuition that they're there, but if she acts on intuition, she'll act slower than what she actually sees. What she actually sees is these guys to the east.
right, I understand.
Right.
I will cast sleep on ones that I can see.
Okay, so you'll cast immediately toward the east, and maybe you might see the ones to the north and south, possibly, if they close in and remain toward the east of you. So you're in the middle of casting, and hopefully the others can protect you while you're mid-cast. And as Elizabeth is mid-cast, Lenora, you were facing northward, so you saw behind LAFTREB, right? Two more emerging from the tall grass, about a fire in our position. How did you react to this, Lenora?
Okay, so I'm going to hold out my spear and face towards the one I can see.
Okay, so you move toward the north. You would have to move around the pit then. Is that fine? So our guys are around a pit right now, basically.
Is the pit in the middle?
Yeah. Pit's in the middle.
Right, okay.
Of your team.
So right. I'm seeing the ones in the north, but I'm standing.
Yeah, they're
south,
supposed to be.
Okay.
This open pit here. So you were south and you were facing north, and you see these two to the north. So you see them, rising from the tall grass, right? You can make your way toward them, like close and engage if you want.
Am I the only one that's seen them?
Yeah, you're the only one that sees those two at the moment.
Okay, well, firstly, I'm telling everybody else,
right?
Guys, there's people coming, northbound, and I'm just readying my spear.
Okay, so it's already in your hands. You want to wait for them to come to us? Do you want to take cover, get down? There's no cover actually out here, so you might just have to lay down in the grass.
Right, no, I'm waiting for them to approach us because I think it's better if we stay together.
Okay, so you just hold the line, have your spear ready, and mention that you mention their position. As you're doing that, CILESOVOC, it's your turn. So as Elizabeth is starting to cast sleep, as Lenora is bracing her spear and warning you of the north enemy, you are able to see the western enemy, which is 3 total, right? So how do you react to the situation?
As soon as I saw them, I would have tried to get to the other side of my teammates and hold up my shield to block anything that they were about to send our way.
Sounds good. So you'll kind of rush past Lenora with your shield braced against their firing.
Since I have the spear, can I set myself up, Spartan style, spear held up and pointed forward?
Yep, brace
resting on my shield.
On your shield or behind your shield?
Oh
yeah, on it.
No,
yeah.
Not behind it,
over the shield, yeah, over the shield. Very well.
Yes, over.
Okay. That's fine. Yep. So you'll move up with your shield and spear and get into a defensive position, and then SEEVEN, how do you react to the situation? You see these 3 to the west.
I'm charging these guys.
Charge the ones to the west?
Up, just charge over here. I'm able to move. My spear.
Okay, so you're charging them?
Move. Yeah.
Alright, and then that's what you plan to do, charge and engage, or close and melee.
Yeah.
And then LAFTREB, the retainer, he had a torch and short sword out, and he saw the 2 to the south, and he immediately saw that you were charging the ones to the west, so he starts charging westward too, seeing that you were already charging. He wasn't sure. He's pretty short, the enemy don't see him, right? He starts running westward too with you. So he's unseen as he runs through the grass. They might see him moving through the grass to some extent, right? The grass moving at least. They'll know he's there, but they can't clearly see him because he's too short.
Could be a panther. They better run.
He can't see them either until he gets close enough. So he's just running because he's running west because his master's running west. So two of you are starting to run west. Alright, so we have declared our actions. That is the first step in combat. Declare your actions. Second step is to resolve your actions. Or actually, that's, yeah. So situation is first step. I give you the situation. Second step, you all choose your actions. And third step, we resolve your actions, right? And that's one combat round. So now we're resolving the actions. Now, although we have actions, they also have actions. They're not just going to stand around and watch you think about what you want to do or take your various actions, etc. Right? So they will counter your actions, and they were already in action, right? They were firing upon our position. So we'll start with the Western group. The Western group targeted Elizabeth mainly, right? So as Elizabeth was mid-cast toward the east, CILESOVOC was moving toward her to protect her maybe. LENORA was bracing her spear against the ones she could see toward the north. SEEVEN and LAFTREB were trying to run toward the west, right? They just began running, but the stones were fast. They got up, fired on our guys, and 3 stones came hurling toward us. And 1 targeted LENORA from the flank, 1 targeted Elizabeth from the rear, and 1 targeted, I will say 2 targeted Elizabeth from the rear. Yeah, so you got these guys targeting the other guys. So they'll target the closest target from the rear, take the most bonus. So LENORA will take 1 from the flank. So we'll see the initial shots from the west, starting with the LENORA. She's fired, she's flanked. That's 16 against her. And she was bracing toward the north, and a stone hits her from the left, right? So in LENORA, you were looking north, and suddenly, from your left side, a stone hits you, right? And deals you, and these are considered humanoid fighters. He's going to do double damage. 5 damage to our LENORA. So she's only at 5 hit points total. Most people would die from this. She is considered dying, so she's not dead yet. But a stone hits you in your left side, particularly in the side of your helm, right? So you're in a daze right now. You fall over, you're unconscious almost, right? Or you're in a daze at least, and you're gonna make a saving throw to stay conscious. If you fail, you'll go unconscious. Like you'll knock out, right? Go unconscious, get concussed. If you pass, you'll remain conscious. So saving throw is 1d20.
Right, okay.
So roll 1d20.
1d20?
Yes.
Okay, so slash roll and then 1d20. Okay. Oh, I put it in the chat. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's try again.
Yeah, hold on. Dice roll. Okay.
Pass. So you're still conscious. You can still take action, but you're in a daze. And anything you do that's mental is at a penalty, right? So you're in a daze. You can barely think and understand what's going on because you've been hit in the head, right? So your ear is ringing, right? If you survive this will possibly cause some battle trauma to your character. So you're in a daze. Your original action was to brace against the north. Instead, it's interrupted by an enemy shot from the west. In the future, what you might want to do, especially when we're under fire, is find cover and concealment immediately. Since you didn't have a shield, you in the future might learn to go prone or something like that. You could also charge the enemy, but it might not be fast enough to protect you, right? And you only had a spear equipped, it looks like, so you had no real defense except your helmet and gamson, which was not enough protection. So your helmet was hit and you're in a daze. So LENORA's out of the fight at the moment. She's not fully out of the fight. On her turn, she'll still be able to take some actions as long as she's not taking any actions that are too mentally draining on her, right? So crawling around in the daze, that's fine. But like casting a spell, it's impossible because you need a thing to cast a spell. Or like searching for things is very difficult. So anything that uses your mental capacity is at a disadvantage since you're concussed. Let's see. Alright. So while that happened, of course, these 2 shooters fired on Elizabeth, who was casting her spell toward the east, out here in the open, right? So she was mid-cast, or she was starting to cast, and she's fired upon by slingers toward the west. And 2 shots from the west, rear attacks. Both are hits through Elizabeth's armor,
Oh, dang.
and
Oof.
both of them will do a strong attack. So they both deal double damage. The first one hits Elizabeth for 4 damage, which she survives. She's had 2 hits. The second one, though, for 7 damage. And they are aiming to injure, so they're not aiming to kill. They aim to subdue her. So one stone hit her in the shoulder, and one stone blew out her knee. Right, it went right through her knee, so she won't be able to run or walk again normally. Right, so it went right through her kneecap, or right through the back of her leg, and then through her kneecap. Right, something like that. So she is out of the fight. She dropped to 0 hit points because they chose to subdue you and not kill you. So he would have his damage actually, and he would only do 3, and of course subdual damage. So it's only trying to knock you to 0. So, well, actually that's a stone, so it's automatically 7 then. Yeah, because only blunt weapons can not be halved when they're trying to subdue an opponent. So he did 7, yeah, which still either way brings you to 0. And you're gonna make a saving throw to remain in the fight. If you fail, you will go unconscious. You won't be dying because it was a blunt weapon, right? It was subdual damage. You'll have injuries. You won't be dying, but the only risk here now is staying conscious. So Elizabeth, roll 1d20 to remain conscious. You were shot in the shoulder. You were shot in the back of your knee.
Right.
Excruciating pain. 1d20 when ready.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, I have to. 1d20. It's loading for some reason.
Yeah, you were mid-cast. What item did you drop when you started casting? Was it your grenade or your torch?
Well, I had my grenade equipped, but I was casting.
Right. You need a free hand to cast. So did you drop the torch to cast or the grenade when you were casting your spell?
The grenade.
Okay.
It's not letting me cast it's not letting me roll for some reason.
Okay, no worries. Try using the bot if you can. Go into the dice rolls channel. Do /roll space 1d20.
Okay. Oh.
4. So the excruciating pain caused everything to go black for you. As soon as you were hit in the shoulder and knee, there was like a flash of light in your eye, and then you fell over, and your head went spinning, of course, and the world went dark for you, right? Elizabeth is out of the fight. Her fate is up to our team and the enemy now, right? So we'll see what happens. We might lose our second best character in the campaign, or currently our new best character, actually. This is our first best character, actually. So
Yeah, first best character.
yeah, number
The
1.
first one who made it
Yeah.
in a while.
So she was shot dead, or shot down, actually, not dead. She's still alive. The enemies are trying to subdue her, it looks like. They subdued her immediately, right, firing upon her from a distance. LAFTREB was mid-run. The enemies did not see him, at least the ones to the north. But Sven, you were running toward the west as well.
Yep.
As Elizabeth and LENORA were shot down, and you were fired upon from the north, because they could see you. These 2 shooters fire. Given that you are heavily armored, they're going to go for multiple attacks. So the first one fires 2 shots within 10 seconds. 11 will miss, 19 might hit. Yeah. So
19 will hit.
1 hit.
3 arm class. I do.
You got nicked for 1 damage, so far at least, within the 10-second round, because they are considered fighters, these cannibals, level 1 fighters. Alright, so you're at 7 of 8, and then of course the other one fired on you too. Got 1 hit as well.
Only 1 hit.
And you're at 6 hits, so you tanked that. You're lightly wounded from that during your charge. Also, your movement was intercepted, so because you were hit twice, which halved your movement. In the initial hit, you were halved the speed. So your original speed, if you were doing a run, right? I think you are a medium footman, so you would move 20.
So.
If you were sprinting, so moving to not attack, just moving to close in, you would move 60. So like, I would assume you were trying to move to close in. So you're moving 60, but
Yeah,
it went to 30 after the first shot, and then went to 15 after the second shot. So you're only able to get 15 feet closer toward them. So where LAFTREB is currently. LAFTREB, on the other hand, sprinted toward them, or I don't think he sprinted toward them. He kind of was running and realized you got shot a few times, right? So he slowed down to stay with you, right? Because he wants to move in with you. So he slows down and sees you've been shot a couple times, right? And you have a shield facing the west, but if you had it facing the north, then you might have had more chances of surviving those hits, right? Or not getting hit. But you were running westward.
Kind of surrounded.
Yeah, we're surrounded, so you had no choice really. You're focused on blocking toward the west. Unfortunately, though, they didn't target you during that first initial round. Only the north guys did, because they were targeting Elizabeth and Lenora, which they didn't tell you, of course. They just fired on their own accord.
Yep, I understand.
CILESOVOC, right? During this round, you originally were moving in to protect Lenora, but before you could even get past her to protect her, she was already shot down, right? Same with Elizabeth. So you would run toward the west, but as you ran toward the west, you were fired upon by the guys to the east and the guys to the south.
Wait,
right?
Dungeon Master, I have
What's
a
up?
question. Since we're moving, don't they get a penalty?
Yes, they do, actually. They would get a -4 penalty.
So I think... Yeah, I don't
So-
think those only...
The 17 might miss. Okay, so the 17, as it fired on you, it would get a +2 because it's flank, or he would get a +4 because he's rear attacking you. He would wait till you ran past so you can fire into your back, right? And then of course, that +4 would negate the movement then, right? So it would just be a 17 still. Let's see.
Okay, so you told me they shot me around here.
Well, they might have. It depends. They could shoot you at any point as long as they could shoot you here or there, but either way, if they shot you, they would interrupt your movement.
That makes sense.
Okay, well, if they shot you here, I mean, they get to choose where they shot you. Either way, you were in the middle of movement, and they would shoot you. Sure, if they shot you here, it wouldn't matter if they shot you here or there, because they would probably choose to shoot you here anyway. It would have the same results. So they would lead their shot more than likely. So you would be moving, they'd lead their shots, right? And they would aim for your back mainly, I think, as you went past. So, yeah, I would say you were moving. They chose to shoot into your back, right?
Okay, that's
So,
cool.
and that would interrupt your movement. So, twice, right? Because you're hit twice. So, anytime you're hit while moving, your speed is halved, right? For that combat round. So you're hit twice, so your speed was halved twice during your sprint. So it went down from 60 to 30 to 15. So, let's see. At least your remaining speed was halved. So they waited. So you would have run from here to there, which would be about 15-20 feet. You would have 40 feet left. They would hit you twice. So after hitting you twice there, you would go down to from 40. You would go down to 20 to 10. So if they shot you here, then maybe you can move another 10 feet. All right, that's the deal. All right. So that's the best I can get you, but you're still shot.
That's fine. That's much better than last time, though.
Otherwise, the guys to the south were firing on CILESOVOC. So CILESOVOC, you're in the middle of movement. Lenora and Elizabeth are shot. Your shield is facing toward the southwest, so you can, or if you want it, you can just have it completely facing the west, since you can see that these guys here fired upon Elizabeth and Lenora. So you could block toward the west, or I meant the south. I mean, so left of you, right, as you're moving west.
Yeah.
That way you at least have protection against these guys as you're making your movement.
Do it.
So you were running toward them, then you got shot at, and you were blocking against these guys. So these guys have a lower chance to hit you. And you're also getting shot at by these guys here from the back. And these guys to the south here.
Alright.
They
attacked four
fired
times
4
with
times.
2 health. Let's see where we go.
So
I don't know what my AC is.
these two missed their first
Doesn't have a
shots.
AC.
And then their second shots, I think they'll miss too. Because your AC, CILESOVOC, is... You're a fighter, so you get twice the bonus from armor. So you get 2, 4... so your arm class is, and you got minus or +1 penalty here. So with just your body armor, your armor class is considered a 6. With a shield, it's considered a 4. And additionally, if your shield has double AC against missiles, so it'd be considered a 2 against missiles, and you are a moving target as well. So you have AC 2 against missile shots, and then they have a -4 penalty to hit you. These guys to the south, they have a +2 because they're flanking you. So basically a -2. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna rule that they missed, basically. Misfire, your AC is too high. So you blocked because your shield is really good against their shots. Basically impenetrable, right? But the rear attack might be a different, because now you have no shield bonus against the rear. They fired into your back during your movement. And this is where you might get hit. And fighters fight at twice the rate, so they can make 2 attacks per round. So they fire twice per round. The first guy fired and missed twice. The second guy fired and got 1 hit in.
Come on, just one damage, just one damage.
4 damage. Alright.
Oh, that.
And he was
Twice my
aiming
health.
to subdue. So he went for like your leg basically, and hit your leg, maybe blew out your knee as well. So went for your leg, you fall over in excruciating pain, and you'll make a saving throw to remain conscious, right? Otherwise the pain might take you.
Okay.
So 1d20.
Is that a d20?
Yes.
Oh, what color do I want to use? Jesus. Okay.
Alright, pass.
13.
So, although the pain is excruciating in your leg, you remain conscious, right? So if you're hit in the head, there'd be a much higher chance to just go out. But if it was in the leg, you should be fine. So you can't run or walk normally anymore. You've been shot down in the leg. A stone went into your leg, caused a heavy injury to it. So bones broke or something, right? The situation has worsened severely. For the last 2 fighters, the halfling Sven, who are approaching the western flank, realizing the situation has become very grim for your team, we're entering the 2nd round of combat. You lost more than half of your forces. Do you want to surrender? Do you want to continue the charge? Do you want to try to push past them and retreat, although your speed is not enough, right? So how do you want to react? Fight to the death, or?
I will tell my halfling to run away, because they don't know where he is.
Yeah.
Run.
You tell LAFTREB to run?
And SEEVEN will continue to charge against the...
He'll make a morale check to obey your orders. So, he'll also make a morale check on his own to flee because of the situation. So first, before you even give him orders, he will actually make a saving throw against morale, right? A morale check, because you already lost half the team during this round, during the initial push. He passed that, so he's willing to keep pushing with you, but given that you give him orders, now he's got to roll to see if he will listen to your orders, right? And he does. Yeah, you have enough charisma. He listens to you. So you were about to push forward. He was willing to charge and fight with you, but before you could engage the enemy who had slings ready, right? You guys were running toward them. These guys fired upon our guys, and right after firing, seeing that you were charging them, they would withdraw. These 3 here with slings, they would withdraw from their position. They would fire in the beginning of the round, and they would make movement back. They would fire and then run. So they would run up to 40 feet in the same round. But since they fired at the beginning of the round, their slings were already loaded. They had no penalty during their first shot. They weren't firing while moving. They fired and then moved after. Alright. So these 2, of course, were running toward them. That's as far as they got. But the enemy fled. They're trying to keep their distance because they're using slings and stones. And LAFTREB at this point listens to your order and begins to make a retreat through the field. And Sven, you're out in the open, just standing there. Do you want to get down, or do you want to surrender or prepare to fight? that they are moving in. The combat's basically over. There's like 0 to no chance, right, to win this fight. You want to fight or surrender?
I will fight and will say, come on, you bastards, don't be cowards, you ran, come on. I dare you to melee.
Alright, you try to provoke them into a melee. Let's see if they will
Yeah.
listen, right? So they'll make a reaction. High means they're in favor of your demands, and low means that they're not in favor, naturally. Okay, so not in favor, not in disfavor. They'll continue kind of doing what they were doing, and they actually they cheer in victory as seeing that you're the only one left. They have their goal, of course, is defend their land. You're the intruder, so so that there's no more fighting there. You can tell one of them is saying like surrender in your language, right? They don't really know your language well, but they know a few words here and there. At least one in 4 might know your language. So one of them will shout like surrender, surrender, right, from a distance. Do you want to surrender to them? So they don't heed your demands at all. They don't react positively because they have their own demands. They're requesting that you surrender.
I will.
Drop your weapons. Okay, so Sven throws his weapons down.
Drop my weapons. Fine.
And
Bastards.
the fate of your team, of course, is like the last crew. Many are captured. I think none of the guys here died today. You all are captured, right? You all go missing in action. So they take Sven prisoner, and from there, unless you choose to play you can actually play missing characters if you want, but if you play missing characters, the whole team has to play missing characters, right? So technically you can, but you can't play missing characters at the same time as you play non-missing, right? So you can break out if you want during an adventure if your whole team decides to play prisoners. And of course, if there are players that want to play with you that are not already prisoners, they can spawn in as a prisoner. Like they can already choose to start as a prisoner.
Yeah, that would.
So if you want to do a prison
be
break,
great to know. I would have done that instead.
well, most prison breaks are almost helpless, right? Like most prison breaks are just hopeless. I mean,
Well,
so
Well, you don't expect a 14-string fighter to start punching.
yeah. So
I held my consciousness. Can I do anything about that grenade there? Like,
did you want to try something?
slip it in my underwear, or
You want to like kamikaze a few of them?
well, there's
Come
that.
on.
Because they will loot you. They're gonna loot you, right?
I don't know if
So
I have a way to light it. Like,
the torch,
There's a
yeah,
torch.
torch nearby.
I think there's a torch.
So you can crawl around the
You can
grass
just,
and
like,
get ready to kamikaze or blow up some of them before you
okay,
get
I
captured.
would not kamikaze on top of Lenora and Elizabeth,
Okay.
but if I could, I don't know, roll it away. That's one thing, but otherwise I'd just stuff it in my underwear.
Okay. So you just want to stuff in your brace. All right. Hopefully you don't
If
find
I
it.
can't throw it, which I assume I probably don't have the strength for.
I mean, only your leg is busted, so you still have upper body strength. You're injured. You're gritting your teeth. You can crawl over and light the grenade and toss it at them if you want. But at that point, you're showing hostility.
I will do that.
Okay. All right. And dying is the only way you lose this game, because then once you die, your story ends. And this game is all about the stories of all these different characters. So I do
Okay,
suggest
then
you
I'll
don't
just
die.
shove it in my underwear. I won't light it yet.
Okay. So you don't want to die
You know what
today.
you must do.
Live.
I
fun
know what I
another day.
want to do, but yeah, if I'm being taken prisoner,
I mean,
There is a chance to
one of
survive
them-
being a prisoner, but you might not get a good life.
I will say,
right?
there is a great place to hide it, where they probably won't search, and you know where it is.
This grenade is too big. It's a medieval grenade. It's like a cannonball. It's 3 pounds.
Yeah,
So-
me too, what I'm talking about.
Oh man, is it really that big?
Yeah, it's not. There are
Wow,
smaller
just-
ones, but this is a standard one. Standard one is like a pot of gunpowder and explosives, and shrapnel and such. Yeah, so it's like a cannonball. So medieval cannonball.
Oh, you know what? I want to throw it in the pit.
Throw it
I
inside
really
the pit.
do want to do that. I want to throw it down in the pit.
Light it and throw it in the pit.
Correct.
Okay, so during their approach, they didn't see you, right? You were crawling around the grass. You lit that grenade and threw it down this 10-foot wide pit into the cave below, and they were making movement towards Sven and toward your crew, and eventually there would be an explosion, right? Boom, right? And we'll see how they react to that. They reacted hostile toward it. So, uh,
Imagine.
so in that case, hostility means that they reacted in not favor, so they don't like what they heard. They immediately take up a defensive stance toward that explosion, right? So they acted hostile, ready to attack. Uh, Probably will attack if they see something that they can attack, but they don't know what caused the explosion. They just heard it and went immediately back on guard, right? And then Sven, of course, you heard that explosion behind you as they made their approach. They all got defensive, right? They all have melee weapons too, so they had slings and stones, but also on their belts hanging from the more like stone axes, clubs and knives, right? Made of like flint and bone and all that, marrow, or all that kind of stuff, right? So very primitive cannibal tribesmen, right? So naked men, and they just got wary for a moment and then continued to just rush Sven after he dropped his weapons. They rush him, they kick him to the ground, they beat him in, right? And it's a horrible sight, Sven. They make you watch as they violate your companions, right? And take them captive,
What
right?
do you mean?
So
Uh-oh.
loot them,
Whoa.
do horrible things
Yeah,
that cannibals would do.
I cooperate. Don't knock
Are
me
we about
out.
to all die?
Nope, you don't die. You get captured and you get assaulted, right? And violated, right? You get stolen from
Yeah,
and
not very
looted.
fun.
So it's a horrible time. But they don't kill you immediately, it seems. At least they don't kill you yet. They capture you. And in their
Yeah.
captivity,
I
they do
see.
not treat you well. You're terribly mistreated.
I really want to try that prisoner thing. See how that goes. Maybe
Right.
next game.
Maybe next game. But tonight went horribly for our expedition once again.
Indeed.
My
Unfortunately,
halfling made it out.
he made it out to report back to town, so at least it's not a complete missing or loss. We have some
Yeah.
intel
I
on
did kill-
I was absolutely gonna run if I had the opportunity.
We did kill one. Can he have that XP?
Yeah, the 1 XP can go toward.
There's the halfling. He made
Did we
it
kill
out.
one?
Yeah, we did. Remember, we
Oh
shot
yeah, in the
one.
very beginning. Yeah, we shot a
Yeah,
single
just-
one. Yeah, who do you guys want to have that 1 XP? The one,
The
the
halfling.
halfling.
Made it out.
Okay, so you'll take the fame or the reputation for that. So
You
take
know what?
claim to the kill.
I say everyone play a halfling. We just hide in the grass. They will never know what hit them.
Yeah. Well, if you do that prisoner game, I mean, I don't get to play very often, but this is a good time for me. 3 hours ago was a good time for me to start.
All right, thank you guys for playing. There's not much we can do for post game since we lost today, right? Post game is after the game you get to enjoy the spoils of your hard work, your fruits of your labor. But unfortunately, there's nothing to celebrate. We lost, so the fate of our characters is captivity. We lose our freedom, and we don't know what happens to them unless we choose to play as them in the next game. But usually when they're captive, we have little to no idea of what happens when they're captive. They're no longer your PCs; they become NPCs. So unless you choose to actively play them in your next game. So
Yeah, I really want to try playing them next game. See, I want to see how that goes. But
Yeah, Sam, I'm trying to see what the capture is like. Lately.
all right, yeah.
Well, GG, guys.
GG's. The cannibals caught you.
GG.
They're cannibals.
see you
Right?
next game, team.
Oh yeah.
Do you
See you
plan
at
on
next
any more
one.
games tonight?
I work tomorrow,
Morning.
so I'm fine right now. All right. Have a good night. Take care. Thanks for playing. Merry Christmas.
You too. Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Oh,
Merry
yeah, that's what I've got to do tomorrow.
Okay, right, I'm gonna go. Good night, guys.
Night.